Hey kids, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda. I make videos about movies, TV shows, books, and writing. Usually. Sometimes, a lot of times, let's be real, sometimes I do videos that are not in my normal category. Today's one of those days. So I've been in this rabbit hole for a few weeks now. I don't know how much you guys know about all this stuff that's going on with Aaron Carter. It's a lot. We're not going to be talking about that specific case in this video, but if you would like a video, I actually want to do like a deep dive into the Carter family, because that family, I can't. But anyway, this whole thing with Aaron Carter has just really brought so many conversations to the forefront. Me Too, Him Too, racism, child predation, the dangers of celebrity obsession syndrome, which is an actual term, by the way. Look that shit up. So I wanted to do this video not because I want to talk about all the stuff that's going on with Aaron Carter, though, girl, we would be here for days because it's just so much, and it's developing every day because this kid will not get off the friggin' internet. I say kid, but really he's only a year younger than I am. But I'm seeing all these people, grown women mostly, defending Aaron, and despite all of the evidence that's come out, really damning evidence, by the way. I mean, really damning evidence. And the worst part about it is that they are donating money, like a lot of money, to this kid for not doing anything. Like, what does he do on his lives? What does he do? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that, because now he's on YouTube. He's on YouTube, he's monetized, he's taking super chats. He's also got a Streamlabs where people can donate. He's got a Cash App where people can donate. I mean, it's endless. Here's the thing, I don't have any hate towards Aaron Carter. I don't even have any hate towards his fans. I actually feel really bad for his fans because the FBI is investigating this guy. And what the FBI is investigating him for, they do not take lightly. Literally at all. He doesn't give any real answers to questions when he's on these lives. Most of the lives is literally him just sitting there spouting off, nonsense about, the black web, people wanting to bring him down, that he's a silence breaker, that like he's this and that. I mean, look, the kid is clearly not well. But again, this is not a video about the diatribes of Aaron Carter. This is a video about what can happen to people when they idolize someone so adamantly. Despite the fact that there is a mountain of evidence against them, they still cling on to the idea that this person, this celebrity, whom they've never met in a lot of cases, is a perfect person, that they're a good person, that they, are not doing the things that they are so very clearly doing. I don't even want to say it's infuriating, because it's not infuriating. It's just incredibly frustrating and difficult to watch people make an ass out of themselves. Because let's be real, you're making an ass out of yourself. Literally, the whole of Twitter is laughing at you on a daily basis. Why? Because your leader is doing the most ridiculous things and you stand behind it. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with admiring a celebrity, and there's definitely nothing wrong with coming to, a celebrity's defense when you feel that they're being kind of unjustly targeted for whatever reason. But there is a huge difference between, standing up for somebody who you think is being unjustly, targeted, and blindly following somebody just because you don't want to let go of the idea of them. I mean, that's the thing. We feel close to celebrities because we see them all the time. We see them on TV. We listen to them in interviews. We watch their movies, or we watch their TV shows, or we read their books, or we go see their plays. And we feel like we're close to them because they're giving so much of themselves to the public on a daily basis via interviews, even on their own social medias, that it makes us feel like we have more than just an admiration. It kind of feels like we have a connection. And I'm including myself in that. I've certainly had instances where I have felt very connected to a particular person for whatever reason. But the danger of that is forgetting that they are human. Because nobody is without fault, first of all. And second of all, when somebody does show a flaw, especially a major flaw, like a flaw that, is against the law, it's really important that you take a step back and not see that person as the celebrity that you admire, but a person whom you do not know personally. You've never interacted with them in person. Anybody can be anybody they want on the internet. And celebrities have people that cater to that specific area of their career. They're called PR managers, and they put out a certain narrative about a certain celebrity, and that's their job. A really great example of this would be Miley Cyrus. For the longest time, Miley Cyrus was seen as a Disney kid. She was seen as Hannah Montana. And then when she started growing up and getting a little bit older, she started to express herself a lot more. And it was way different from the image that she had put forth when she was on Hannah Montana. Did it necessarily change who she was? No, but it certainly changed the way the public viewed her, and it definitely changed the way the media and fans in general reacted to her, reacted to things that she said, things that she did, things that she wore, things that she danced. I will never be okay with that performance, by the way. And that's no shade against Miley. That's all the shade at Robin Thicke, because you're a grown-ass man. What the fuck? The craziest part about all of this Aaron Carter drama is not so much that people are blind to his antics, because not only are they completely blind, and I mean completely blind, to his antics. I have a theory as to why, but that would be for like a deep dive video, which this is. I mean, it is a deep dive video, but not about Aaron Carter. That would be a deep dive on Aaron Carter. Anyway, but not only are you completely blind to his antics and still enabling him, but you're attacking people who are trying to help you. I know it probably doesn't seem like they're trying to help you, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the ways that they go about it, some people, it's kind of condescending, it's a little demoralizing, and that's what I see on Twitter right now with this whole Aaron Carter thing. And like, I get it, this has been going on for so long. Apparently this has been going on for about 12 years. It's a shame, because this was even a wake-up call for me. I was a fan of Aaron Carter when I was younger. I have his first 2 albums. Nobody's perfect, guys. Not even celebrities. Nobody is perfect. But for some reason, we like to put celebrities on a pedestal, so much so that they become, above the law, and just, we start coming up with excuses for behavior that if anyone else were doing it, there would be no excuse. Here's the thing. There would be no excuse for any other person, because there is no excuse, period. We have an opportunity to speak about the importance of giving women and people who make allegations the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that we should believe women every single time, no matter what. I think that every single time, women should be given the benefit of the doubt. Or accusers, men and women, who come forward with an allegation, they should be given the benefit of the doubt, and the true benefit of the doubt. Not just the benefit of the doubt because it's the PC thing to do and you don't want to upset anybody. The true benefit of the doubt. Really take a step back from that person that you idolized. And I know how difficult it can be. I know this because when I heard about the allegations against Nick Carter, I wasn't heartbroken. He wasn't my favorite Backstreet Boy or anything, but it's still kind of like, oh man. Because when I was younger, they were just such a huge part of my later teen years that it was shocking. It was shocking, and I didn't want it to be true. But sometimes it is true. People are people. Just because their job requires them to be on TV, their job requires them to travel around the world and speak to magazines and show up to premieres and, I don't know, like dress up and flaunt off like designer clothes. That doesn't mean that they stop being people. Let me tell you something. They take a shit just like you and I. Granted, their toilet is probably like cushioned, and I'm sure that they have a bidet. I've never actually used a bidet. I've always wanted to, though. My point is that somebody's job doesn't dictate whether or not they're perfect. They're not perfect, period, point blank. And there are those celebrities who embrace their imperfections and have worked towards being better people. A great example of that is Robert Downey Jr. And then you have people like Aaron Carter, who deflect, they blame the victim, they lie, blatantly, bold-faced lie. They're rude, condescending, spoiled, self-absorbed, self-entitled little shits. Here's the thing though, like with celebrities, even though we feel close to them, it's a one-sided relationship. We may know a ton about this person that we admire and love and support and all that great stuff, but they literally don't know us from a ham sandwich, bro. And even in like an instance where you see them in person, you say, oh my God, I love you. And they say, oh, I love you too. They probably mean it, but they don't mean it the way that you're wanting to hear it. They don't mean it the same way that you mean it, because you know a lot more about them. It's an extremely unbalanced, one-sided relationship where the person who knows the least about the other person is the one in control. That's the one with the power. The celebrity is the one with the power because they're a celebrity and they're interacting with someone who trusts them, who admires them, who, holds them in high regard. So that relationship can sometimes be a little difficult to navigate. So I wanted to make this video because even though I've been saying this on Twitter, I feel like I need to say it out loud. And I feel like, even if you're not following this Aaron Carter situation, there's still something that you can take away from watching this video. And again, that's the unbalanced relationships between a fan and a celebrity. And there's literally nothing wrong with being a fan of someone. There's literally nothing wrong. I don't even think there's anything wrong with like being quote unquote obsessive, so long as that obsession doesn't become unhealthy or dangerous. I don't think there's anything wrong with being super into a particular celebrity. But I do think that there is plenty wrong with putting blinders on when crimes are being committed just because someone is a celebrity and because you don't want to taint the image that you have of them, which by the way is the image that they want you to see. What you see on social media, what you see on TV, I'm not saying that that's not who they really are. It probably is who they really are, but it's not all that they are. They have mornings where they wake up and they look a hot ass mess. And it doesn't make them any less entertaining. It doesn't make them any less glamorous. It doesn't make them any less beautiful, any less handsome, any less of a good person. It just makes them human. But in this case, where there is so much evidence and new evidence every single day of a person's shortcomings, not even shortcomings, a person's criminal, predatory behavior. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me how anyone could justify any of what this kid has done, let alone the majority of what this kid has done. I think I'm done because I feel like if I keep talking, I'm just going to go on a rant about Aaron Carter. And I don't want to go on a rant about Aaron Carter because this isn't about Aaron Carter. This is literally about the dangers. Like, this is about us. This is about the dangers to us if we don't, start to see things with a little more clarity. This whole like coming up with excuses, excuse after excuse after excuse. Listen, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. He wipes his own ass, presumably. He's a big boy. He can take care of his own damn self. Actually, no, he can't. He needs help. And help is not you enabling him, let me tell you. If you were really fans of his, and I mean if you truly cared for him, you would see that he is not well. And not only is he not well, but he is actively hurting people. And that needs to stop. It's not okay. It is manipulative and it's so dangerous because who knows if he can talk you into literally giving him money every time he asks for it just because he's Aaron Carter, then what else could he get you to do for him? Hello, Charlie Manson vibes, anyone?
Well, you know what to do.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening to my ramblings. If none of it made sense, I'm super sorry. If you want to get caught up on the Aaron drama or you want to know what's going on, I left every link available down below. I also left a link to an article about celebrity obsessive syndrome. I highly recommend reading it. It's a great article. And that's all I got for you today, kids. If you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do that. The subscribe box is in the corner. the bottom right corner. Be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave a comment down below. Have you been following this Aaron Carter debacle? What are your thoughts on it? What is your opinion? Do you think that people are forgetting that he's human? Do you think that the people supporting him are putting him up on a pedestal? Or do you think they have a legitimate reason to question the validity of these allegations? Let me know down below. But please, I beg of you, let's keep things civil. I want this channel to be, a positive space where people can feel safe to express their views without fear that they're going to be attacked for it. No matter if they're in the minority, let's just everybody calm down. And be sure to hit that bell notification so that you get notified every time I post a new video. I post every Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.